Yeah. Are y'all ready? Where everybody at? Are y'all ready? I'm waiting on y'all. That's right. I'm suited and booted tonight. I'm suited and booted tonight. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, this one is going to be one for the books. I'm whispering because this one is one for the books. Yes, indeed. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? All right. I see y'all piling in. I see y'all. That me. All right. I guess it's that time.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
All right, man. Let's just get it started. All right, coming to the stage tonight. Let's just get it started. High sound.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. If you a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those who speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people talk European how to bathe, and looking at women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love Lil Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigo, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman, it's all black when it's
I had to get the beat tonight.
I be that more you gon' remember.
I got a special guest in the building.
I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right.
I got a special guest in the building. I got to be dignified. Dignified.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Harker Bay front line to the law. Call my number. All you super scholars holler. This era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a twerker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Ain't worried about your homie, but know that I know every moment that rockin' fast. He ain't my bro. Yeah, you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all for dough. And some got it right now. Don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast mistake. I want my town, my shirt, my stores, my school, my nation. Sick and tired of the procrastination and debate. Y'all keep hating when love is the savior. You don't love yourself, so you can't love your neighbor. That's why you killing, fighting, marry out of your race. If you ain't the more world, then get out of my face. Cause Chinese love China, Italians love Italy. If you used to love the war, come on and go with me. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. Oh yeah. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. That town. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
He in the building. Welcome to another edition of Boy Show TV. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you want some If you want some stuff like this happening all the time, then you're gonna have to hit that like button. You're gonna have to hit that like button. If you want this type of demonstration to happen more often than not, you're going to have to hit that like button. You're going to have to share this demonstration. You know we shadow banned over here. But if y'all like this kind of thing that we're going to bring tonight, then you're going to have to hit that like button. We got the great over here. We got the great over here. Good goodness and gracious family. We've been working on this for quite some time. We have been working on this for quite some time. Our schedules have been conflicting, but nevertheless, it ain't conflicting now. But it's going to be some conflict in the building in a few minutes. Y'all just hold tight. You hold tight. Family, let me tell you, one of the things that I love to do with this platform is interview real people. What I mean is, I don't like to interview people that's gonna beat around the bush. I don't like to interview people that's gonna make up something. I like to interview people like my brother. That's right, Shabazz Allah, because Shabazz Allah, he said you got to show and prove, don't add or take away. So let's see what we gonna do. Family, listen, if you don't know who he is, I'm flipping the way that I do my show now. I'll introduce him and allow him to introduce himself in the middle of the show. Because if you don't know, then you don't know. But if you know, then you know. So here we go. Shabazz Allah, how you doing, my brother?
But I feel good, but I feel fine, brother.
Hey, brother, listen, I'm going to cut to the chase. Did the Honorable Elijah Muhammad leave somebody to be the head of the Nation of Islam? And who is that person?
No, he never left nobody to be in charge of the Nation of Islam because he made it plain there's no need for a successor because there would be nothing for a successor to teach because I'm teaching everything now. And he also made it plain, leave my teachings as is, don't change my teachings, and the nation will be run as a government, not no dictatorship, a government. Will go by rules, regulations, and voting. Nobody's in charge. You let every mosque or every temple select their own officials, their own, this is not no one-man show. This is the Nation of Islam.
Oh, so every mosque, or every Muhammad temple, whatever the name is going by at the time of his transition, should supposed to take charge of their own situation and build from that. Is that what you're saying?
Right. What I'm saying is that every mosque, northwest, east, and south, North Carolina, Georgia, Mississippi, Arkansas, every mosque has the right to choose their own administration because
okay,
you can't have a brother from New York go down to Georgia. No, you got people in Georgia. Let the temple in Georgia, the believers in Georgia, select their own ministers, captains, and lieutenants, and they don't have to answer to nobody because the same thing that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad did in Chicago, that's what each mosque or temple is supposed to do in the area that they are. And you don't need nobody's permission because this is the nation, not a dictation.
So when the public look at, and listen, I mean, listen, brothers in the Nation of Islam under the leadership of the Minister Farrakhan, this might make you a little bit hot underneath the collar, but we want to get to the real and find out the truth according to our brother, Shabazz Allah, Melchisedek. Brother, so the public have the perception that the Honorable Minister Farrakhan is the leader of the Nation of Islam as taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his administration that he established after Master Farrakhan Muhammad. Yep. Is that, what can you give us some idea of what that is?
Minister Farrakhan is not the leader of the Nation of Islam, never was the leader of the Nation of Islam. He's a spokesman or representative, but not the leader. There's only one leader of the Nation of Islam, and that's the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who was taught face-to-face by Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad. And being that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is not here physically, okay, but his program is here, and his program is knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, and equality for all the true followers of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad have the right to carry those teachings into practice, word for word, right and exact. Don't add to it. Don't take away from it, just like he said it. And if you're not carrying into practice like that, like he left it, then you are not following the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Well, when the one thing that I pride myself on, I got to admit, is that I like to make sure that I stick with all the facts when when it's time to bring up some truth, and when it's time to represent the truth, and I like to show and prove. In this presentation tonight, I'm pretty sure that you're familiar with all of the things that I could even show, and if the people not, then they can come back and check it out later with the receipts. But the point to that is that when the public look out and they see the Nation of Islam, and this is not that, because we're going to go into another segment. This is not a Farrakhan, Minister Farrakhan bashing. This is not that. But I want to deal with this first and get it out the way. When people look at the NOI, and they look at the NOI under the leadership of Farrakhan, and then they look at the association with Scientology, Ron Hubbard's group, is that appropriate relationship, or would that be, what kind of, could you give us some understanding of what that relationship as it relates to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches?
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad never even mentioned Scientology. Scientology is a white man's way of life. Scientology is about integration. If you the members, or the under the heading of Scientology, a black man can have a white woman, a black woman can have a white man. Okay, under the heading of Orthodox and Sunni Islam, a black man can have a white woman, a black woman can have a white man. Under the heading of Christianity, a black man can have a white woman, a black woman can have a white man. Those are integration. The teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad that he received from Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad, is separation. And on Netflix, you go to Netflix, Blood Brothers, the number one of the five best documentaries. The messenger makes it plain: separation or death. Okay.
Is the white man still the devil according to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, or has he been redeemed?
No, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad made it plain that all white people is the devil by nature, made to be destroyed and not to be given another chance.
Hey, brother, that's a harsh one right there. You said, "Oh, come on, brother Melchisedek."
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad made it plain that all white people is the devil by nature, made to be destroyed and not to be given another chance.
What about when Minister Lord Farrakhan teamed up with Reverend Flagrant, and he said that's his friend?
Well, Minister Farrakhan has the right to choose anyone that he wants to be his friend, but that's a devil. Okay, what you call a flagger, you'll call him Father Flagger. I call him faggot Flagger. Okay,
no, I call him Mr. Flagger.
Okay, you can call him Mr. Flagger, but listen, be
careful with the words, so they don't, because the stream will end if you use them hard words like that. You got to chop it up. You know them people own this, so if you got to chop it up, so you call him Tutti Frutti Fragrant.
Okay, there's no such thing as a white Catholic pedophile or child molester being other than a devil or a slave.
Thank you so much, Candy Chambers.
Now, anytime there is no such thing as a man supposed to be representing God and is anti-marriage, anti-children, can be a minister. That's a hypocrite. A lying, two-faced hypocrite that can into practice Satan's way of life, but not the way of Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master Farrakhan Muhammad.
So like again, again, I don't want anybody to believe that this is a Farrakhan bashing, but this is why I'm making this the first segment to get it out the way. I want to get it out the way, and we're only just starting. One of the things that I seen. Paige said, "You asked for it, she asked." Hey, I already know what I'm getting. He ain't gonna add or take away, brother. This is the high priest here. But one thing I wanted to pull out is that number one, I wanted to share this with you, and I want to see if you recognize this, because something that really seems to be contradictory when you just mentioned that the white man is the devil and it doesn't change or any of that, and then you see something like this. I don't know if you can see it when him and Frege and you see that there.
Yeah. Now you never seen the most. You would never have seen or would seen the most honorable Elijah Muhammad hugging and passionately kissing a white devil.
But no. I don't know if that was passionately or not. But what I'm saying is, I've never seen the minister even kiss a brother before.
Hey, Minister Farrakhan,
I ain't kissing no brother or no European, but
listen,
I ain't kissing no man in the mouth, period.
Yeah, Minister Farrakhan has the right to kiss who he want to kiss.
Right.
Okay, but that's not the messenger's teachings. You have never seen the messenger kissing a white Catholic priest who's anti-marriage and anti-children. Okay, and at one time he was dismissed from that position as a Catholic priest and accused of child molestation. Okay, we're not talking about Minister Farrakhan. We're just dealing with the truth of the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, if anybody want to continue being spooky and henpecked and programmed, that's on you. But the truth is going to be manifested. We're going to make knowledge born in the reality of the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, whether you like it or not, or whether you accept it or not. We're not interested in that. We are in front of the world, and we're going to tell it like it is. If you can't handle it, then stay in the church, or stay in the Orthodox and Sunni Islam, or stay in Dianetics. But when it comes to the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, word for word, right and exact, don't add to it, don't take away from it, just like he said it, that he received from Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad, and there is no leader. Mr. Farrakhan never was a leader. He was a spokesman or representative, but not the leader.
Let me ask,
the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Let me ask you this: when we look at the minister, when we look at the minister Louis Farrakhan, and we look at him and we see, when I look at you, brother, you black as 13 midnights. Good goodness gracious, you fully black, big brother. You right in the ancestors, in the cosmos. But when I look at myself, I'm a little bit lighter. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the minister, he's a little bit lighter. I've never witnessed. So one of the things that I do in my research, I try to verify and qualify who's who. And I was wondering, is the minister, I don't know, and people know your history in a minute. What is his origin? Is he fully Asiatic black man, or is his mother Asiatic? I mean, according to you, what do you know? Because if a person is going outside of the respective teachings that they've been brought up on, maybe they have something in their lineage to justify the brotherhood universally like that.
Okay. Okay, I'll take it this way. Any black man that has a white father is half original. And if you're half original, you only have 6 ounces of brains. And if you have 6 ounces of brain, then your mind is up and down like a seesaw. Every day you want to be something different. One day you want to be a Christian. One day you want to be a Sunni. One day you want to be a Dianetics. One day you want to be Aaron. One day you want to be Peter. When you want to be who's the other one? Aaron, Peter, or Judith. Every day you want to be. And now the message made it plain. Accept your own and be yourself. When you accept your own and be yourself, then you can focus on yourself. But whenever you want to be everybody else but yourself, that means you are confused, okay? You don't know who you are. You understand what I'm trying to say? And all you do is make a fool out yourself because the world is looking at you, and you can't be all these other people that you want to be. And the reason why you're confused is because you don't accept the true identification of yourself. I'm Melchizedek. I can't be nobody else but Melchizedek.
But are you saying that his father is of European descent? Is that alleged or is that actual fact?
No, his father is a Caucasian. That's the actual fact.
Good goodness gracious! Why it seems as though we don't know this stuff? Because I never knew that until
it's all over. It just hasn't been brought to the surface. Okay, but it's all out there. It's been out there for years. I mean, we've been doing this for years. You understand? It's not. Listen, if your father's a white man, we're not disrespecting you because your father's a white man. We're just making it plain that you only have 6 ounces of brain, and that's the reason when you get to the peak of the 6 ounces, then you start going into fantasy, illusion, dreaming. You understand what I'm trying to say? You don't stay focused on the reality that the black man is God and the white man's the devil.
Good goodness gracious. Hey, brother, this is a hard one. You might get both of us in trouble for this, brother. You might get both. Truth got to be told. This is no disrespect to nobody. Right, no disrespect. Right. You understand? We are having a conversation. Now, if you don't understand it and you can't handle it, that's on you, because these teachers been out here for 94 years, and after 94 years, we got no time to be beating around the bush. We're not running a daycare center. We're not running a daycare center, a shelter for the homeless, a senior citizen center, or a nursing home. We deal with actual facts here, the reality of these teachings. You understand what I'm trying to say? And if you go in your lessons, they said the question is asked, can you reform a devil? And it said the elders, the wise men of the East, had decided that a devil cannot be reformed. It would take 600 years to reform him. And instead of wasting time trying to reform him, they have decided to remove him from the planet. That's in the lessons. And that's one of the things, that, and listen, I don't subscribe to the teachers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but I understand them to my portion. But I know that you subscribe to them 100% in full. And so I think that you're best qualified to give us better understanding as to what it really is to be one who follow the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Let me say this. I was on Facebook today, and in the thread, there was a brother that left a message in the thread. And I want to share with you what the brother said in that thread. Basically, I think the brother is trying to say that, if I can find him real quick, I think the brother was trying to say something to the effect that you know your stuff, but and but when it comes, you have, okay, here it is. Melchizedek is a wise brother, but he's not a member of the current Nation of Islam under Minister Farrakhan. He says he is a follower of Elijah Muhammad, but not Farrakhan. You can't truly follow Elijah Muhammad if you don't follow Farrakhan. He's a 5% Nation of Islam, which is a split off the Nation of Islam. So he's not going to answer some questions in a way that should be answered. But he is a wise brother when it comes to the history of the Nation of Islam. But when it comes to Farrakhan, he's a suspect. Now, with that being said, in that message, it appears that the brother is saying that if you don't follow Farrakhan, it's impossible for you to follow. That's one caveat. It's impossible for you to follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Farrakhan does not own the Nation of Islam. He's a spokesman in the Nation of Islam. He's not the messenger. He was not taught face to face by Almighty God Allah, who came to person of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad. Okay? Now, I'm not here to disrespect Farrakhan. I'm just repeating what the messenger teach. Farrakhan is a student of the messenger. We are all the students of the messenger. A student don't follow a student. A student respect a student, but the student don't follow students because the student follows the teacher, and the teacher is the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, back in Detroit, when Master Khallid Muhammad was teaching the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, okay, after the temple meeting, Master Khallid Muhammad and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad would go in his car, and Master Khallid Muhammad would teach the most honorable Elijah Muhammad all night long. Farrakhan was not there. Okay, when Farrakhan came around, the nation was already in motion. Okay, when I came around, it's already in motion. And the reason why I can speak the way I speak, because I've been in this upholding these teachings for 64 years on the front line, even 3 years in prison. So you're talking about 64 years and 67 years I've been into these teachings. Now, the only problem that, not Farrakhan, but the only problem that different individuals who have these teachings is they don't stay focused on what the messenger said, word for word, right and exact. Don't add to it. Don't take away from it, just like he said it. Now, if you're not coming with the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, word for word, right and exact, don't add to it. Don't take away from it, just like he said it, and he made it plain continuously. Leave my teaching as is. Don't change my teachings. Now, if you're not coming in that direction, that's not the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's somebody else's teaching. Now, you can teach what you want to teach. You have the right, but don't use the name of my father, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad name, to shield your dirty religion. Okay, and your dirty religion, if your religion is not dealing with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, and equality for the whole human family of the planet Earth, that's a dirty religion. And the only way of life or religion that deals with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, and equality, the best of food, the best of clothing, the best of shelter, the best of transportation, take a vacation, love, peace, and happiness is the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's no big eyes, no little U's. Nobody's important. It's a brotherhood. No dictatorship. Everything goes by a vote. Okay? From the believers, they have the right to choose who they want to be in charge. You can't, you this and you that. Who the hell give you permission to put people in place? Let the people choose who they want in place. Let them choose who they want in position. Let them choose their board of directors or whatever. Okay, and and then when they choose who they put in place, then whoever they put there is accountable to them.
What about so you sound strong in your conviction of being a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, as you just mentioned your father, your spiritual father, I would imagine, not your biological. You sound very, very strong, very, very passionate. Is Elijah Muhammad still alive?
That's a sanity.
Let me say this. The reason why I say that, Nori mentioned that he's alive in the wheel. Wesley Muhammad came out with a book talking about the mother plane and the baby planes. And the Minister Farrakhan said he met with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in the wheel. And the word is that Elijah Muhammad is alive and well, like me and you right now, breathing and everything in the wheel.
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, I'm going to explain this. I did it more than once in front of the world, north, west, east, and south. Okay? I'm making it plain to the world in front of the Illuminati, Homeland Security, CIA, FBI, the gods on earth, the whole world. Okay? Sunni, Christians, whoever's out there. Let's get this straight once and for all. Islam is mathematics. Mathematics is Islam. and it can be proven in no limited time. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad physically is not alive. He taught there's no life after physical death. He taught that. You understand? Now you got a lot of people out there who wants to fantasize, illusion, dream, and go through all these here mental trips. You cannot prove that. Anything that cannot be proven within no limit of time does not exist, because Islam is mathematics. Mathematics is Islam. Now Nuri, I heard him Sunday make that statement. Nuri is a puppet. Wesley is a puppet.
Whoa. Hold up, brother Melchisedek. What you mean? These brothers are well loved, well liked, and I think brother, ho. Let's deal with Nori, because Nori, I like brother Nori. What do you mean that he's a puppet? What are you talking about?
Because he's programmed. Anytime you get caught up in idol worshiping, then you're handpicked, program, okay, and a puppet, and a parrot.
So in the last thing
I got tapes. Let me tell you. There was no Nuri until we brought him to New York. Myself and other brothers brought Nuri to New York. You never even heard of Nuri until we brought Nuri to New York. I got 350 different tapes of Nuri. I got a storage with all Nuri, all Minister Farrakhan, the whole archive of Nuri. You understand? Okay. Now Nuri is half original because his father is a white man.
Come on, man, stop this. You got to stop this, Melchisedek.
What's actual fact?
You got me feeling like Shake. Oh, come on, cat.
Wait. Come on, Cat. Hold up. Sarnetta.
No. Come on,
Cat. Sarnetta interviewed Nuri right there in Mars 7C. And Nuri, he asked Nuri made it plain that his father was Nigerian or some kind of thing, a white man. Now, Nuri is good when he's teaching the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I got tapes on Nuri, brother. Hey, that will blow you out the water. You know what I'm trying to say? Nuri's bad. But then Nuri allowed himself to be programmed, handpicked. You understand what I'm trying to say? And he allowed himself to come in that direction. Nuri, one thing I respect Nuri for, he's an economical man. He deals with economics. Okay, he had a good economical program out there in Indiana, like a shopping mall and all that kind of stuff. You understand? But the statement he made that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is physically alive, that's a lie. Now I'll ask Nuri, you made that statement, now prove what you say. I'm saying physically he's not. Now you prove physically that he is.
All right, then we talked about Nori. Now, what?
And the reason why he made that statement, because after the lecture, I think he went to the auditorium whatever, in order to sell his books. Because he got some books out there. Books. So okay, he's going to order these books he's selling. So if he didn't make that statement, he wouldn't have been able to sell those books. Now, how can you sell books in Mars Marian that's not a life-giving teachings for the people, but yet you can boycott the books in Mars Marian that's giving life to the people?
I'm still sharing this because I'm in shock now. You giving me a revelation now, brother. You giving me revelation now. I really do like Nori. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I get to Dr. Wesley, though, I do see some funny style with Dr. Wesley from my personal experience. I thought he was a stand-up guy. I asked him for an interview on the weed. I wanted to teach the children about the weed. The book that he did about the dangers of marijuana, and you know what I'm saying. I wanted to divulge into that. He told me that he had a gag order. Then 2 days later, he was on another platform. I said, "Good goodness gracious, they must have removed that gag order really fast." You know. Thank you so much, DJ Airman. So, but the point that I want to make about him
let me speak on Wesley.
I saved my question. Go ahead, speak on.
Wesley is good. Wesley was excellent when he was true Islam. See, Wesley was the 5%, taught by Wakil Allah. Wesley knows better, okay, when he was true Islam. But as soon as he moved to Chicago, then he become Wesley. As you know, Wesley is a slave master's name. Why would you leave true Islam, your true universal identification, to go back into a slave master's identification, Wesley? And why would you, and with all these degrees, social degrees, bachelor's degrees, doctor's degrees, master's degrees, all degrees, what are you doing on YouTube? You should be in all them colleges teaching the young generation. You should be in all those colleges teaching the young generation. Here you on YouTube being interviewed by barbershop, what was that? The barbershop conversation. Okay. A Lord's-bound savage, okay, who always trying to disrespect Islam and always trying to disrespect the messenger. And he's simply there looking like a garbage can Negro, you understand what I'm trying to say, that lives in the shelter for the homeless.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Brother Melchisedek, because he comes out of the nation of the gods and earth, and he chose to go the path of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, could it be that he felt, I mean, we can't speak for him, obviously, but the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is continuing the works of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? Is he continuing the works of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? Is that fair to say?
Not completely.
Okay.
Because the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad made it plain. Christianity is a white man's religion. Christianity is a white man's religion. Orthodox and Sunni Islam is a white man's religion. Dianetics and Scientology is a white man's religion, because they teach, any religion that teach the mystery God or God is a mystery come from the slave master, come from Yaku history. Christianity, that God is a mystery teaching comes from Yaku's history. It's about separation. Okay, now Jesus didn't teach black people; he taught white Jews. Okay. The man they called Prophet Muhammad was a white man. He didn't teach black. The man they called Prophet Muhammad, and he was not a prophet. The messenger made that plain. He was a white man that he was a white man that accepted Islam. He was a white man, and he did not teach black people. He taught white Arabs. Okay.
Good goodness gracious.
L. Ron Hubbard, an alcoholic, a pedophile, a drug addict, mentally insane, mentality, okay, was a white man, okay, and they had a program on him one day in the evening called Share, I think it was Share, a program. Anyway, they was going to explain the whole dynamics in Scientology philosophy. Okay, it's a cult, and these are white people that was explaining it, that you go through different levels. Okay, and when you get to one level, as you get to complete the levels, then they'll find a reason of a fault in your presentation, so you have to go back and do it all over again. And each level is money. And I know brothers down there in Georgia, they lost $40,000 in that. It's about bodies and money, but it's a devil's cult, okay? And the ones who was involved with that at one time was RZA, his mother, and Alfredo, who else was RZA Islam, Tony. They was all caught up in that.
Muhammad, yes, Tony Muhammad.
Yeah, Tony. Been around for 40 years and still Tony. Okay, he was caught up in that. Scientology. He was caught up in that Scientology thing. Okay, and Nuri was caught up in that Scientology thing because Nuri admitted in the interview that he was doing with Sarnetta that he had ordered over 200 people. He told you how many people he ordered, but he didn't tell you how much money he made off them. You understand what I'm trying to say?
So when one get audited, that's when you get a piece of
you gotta pay.
You get a cut.
Oh yeah, you gotta get paid. Oh yeah, it was a hustle, a business. Okay, and that was introduced. The Minister Farrakhan was trying to introduce that to the nation. You understand what I'm trying to say? But it didn't work out because you don't hear no more about it. Because if you go to Sarnetta's channel, the Nation of Islam rejects Scientology, and I spoke on that, and I came down on that hard, brother. Go to Sarnetta, Black News 102, House of Conscience, Sarnetta, and we did a big interview on that. The Nation of Islam rejects Scientology. So you don't hear no more about that now. Because I tore it down, brother. It's a cult, a money thing, okay, to hustle poor people. 10% blood-sucking program.
What do you have to say if to someone that would say that you have something against the Minister Louis Farrakhan, because you know that would be the talk, like because when I speak against certain things that I disapprove of or certain things that I don't find leveling up, even in teachings whatever school of thought it is, people always accuse me of hating somebody when I'm only addressing the teachings in which I come to see that doesn't level up. What do you say to those who may throw that at you, that listen, man, this guy just don't have nothing better to do but to throw dirt at the Minister Farrakhan after all the work that Farrakhan has done? He brought 1 million people to DC. He done all of these things. He rebuilt the Nation of Islam. And here go Shabazz Allah Melchisedek on this thing with Tahaka Bey, who don't like the Nation of Islam, and both of them are chopping it up. But that ain't the truth, but that could be the sediment to some people. What do you have to say to that?
Okay. Minister Farrakhan, if you check my interviews, I always give him credit for doing good work. Now check this out. You don't have a member in the Nation of Islam that promoted Minister Farrakhan more than I did, other than Chicago. Chicago #1. I supported Mr. Farrakhan for over 20 years, brother. Right. Supplying 25 stores with all his lectures and things, okay? Even had brothers from Jersey, Philadelphia, all in New York, coming from, and Washington, coming from different locations, because I was wholesaling. I'm big. I supplied 25 stores of all Minister Farrakhan's material, all in the street for 12 years. Everybody tell you, every Saturday and Sunday, I was out there, rain, cold, snow, or whatever, with 1,000 of Minister Farrakhan's videos, okay? Plus Nuri's video, because when something is good for the people, I'll republish it. I'll publish it, right? Now, you ain't got a minister, a captain, a lieutenant, a secretary, okay, administration, a laborer, official, that promoted Minister Farrakhan more than me. None. This is the actual fact. Hey, and still doing today. Minister Farrakhan, I gotta give him respect. He never said a word. I bought the Final Call building from Chicago to 125th Street, named it the Final Call Building Part 2, and every weekend, everybody will tell you, actual fact, 1,000 of Minister Farrakhan's lectures on in the street, okay? And the march like 4 blocks away. You understand?
So is there any issue with the minister, or is it with the interpretation of the teachings as expressed by the minister?
Now Mr. Farrakhan from when Malcolm was assassinated, from 1965 to 1975, Minister Farrakhan smoked.
Yeah, I like that Farrakhan too. I got
he was brother. I'm telling you,
that Farrakhan, he was raw though. He was
raw, brother. I was supplying 25 stores with Mr. Farrakhan's tapes.
Yeah, he was raw.
Okay,
back then. I was in the street
on 125th Street, everybody will tell you, with 1,000, not 10, 20, 30, 1,000 of his lectures and ministers' lectures for 12 years consistently. I have nothing against. My problem with Mr. Farrakhan, when Wallace came in, he should have maintained his position. Wallace was a bum, out the nation. The messenger put him out, left him out, and never took him back. And when Wallace crawled back on his hands and knees like a beggar, raggedy, poor, and stinking, he begged the messenger to let him back in. And the messenger made it plain, it's not up to me, it's up to my Father. But the believers at that time, lacking understanding, now if the messenger tell you he can't let him in, why would you? But the believers, out of respect for the messenger, they let him back in. And that's when Wallace came back in. You just go to the 1975 videos are out there. And that's when Wallace made a pledge that he would leave things as is. He would not change anything, lying, because he was a low-life hypocrite, the Yaku grafted devil. And
Oh, who's a grafted devil now?
Wallace, a mental grafted devil, because he became a devil of the nation. Because he blasphemed his father, he blasphemed Master W. Khallid Muhammad. Okay, total disrespect, blaspheming his father. Okay, and so when you blaspheme or your father, who's taking care of you, your wife, and your children, because you were such a bum and a lowlife, you never was able to take care of them or yourself. You understand what I'm trying to say? You're a lowlife. It's just, brother, I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just answering, putting everything plain, because it has to. The day is the day of the manifestation of all defects.
Come on, Cat.
You know what I'm saying? So everything got to be everything.
Let me take me some kombucha. Come on, Mel.
No. See, so now Wallace came in, and another thing, he never destroyed no nation. The nation of Islam never was destroyed. That's a lie. The economical program was torn down by Wallace D. Muhammad and all the hypocrites that went with Wallace. And the reason why he was able to do that, because the hypocrite, Wallace punked them. And the hypocrites was too weak to challenge Wallace. Now, and the one who preserved everything was the gods and earth, the 5 ascendants, the gods and myself. We preserved the lessons because Wallace had them put the lessons in the garbage can, put the FOI uniforms in the garbage can, took all the chairs out the mosques, out the temple, had them down on their hands and knees, praying to a mystery God who do not exist. Okay? Wallace. Okay? And he did that for, I think, for 2.5 to 3 years. Okay? Now, he had an agreement with the Sunnis, with the East, to try to bring the whole nation under the heading of Orthodox and Sunni Islam. They promised him big money, but they never paid him. So what Wallace did, he resigned. He resigned. And when he resigned, that's when Minister Farrakhan stepped off to try to rebuild the nation. Now, Mr. Farrakhan did
that is news. Hold up, High Priest. That is news to me. I didn't know how that transpired, and you just filled in some missing links. You just filled in some missing links. And carry on.
Brother, Tahaka, you wasn't there. I was
know.
There. I'm there from 1960. I'm in the FOI class with Brother Clarence 13X and Melchisedek and Minister Farrakhan under Malcom X. We come under Malcom X, brother. Malcom X, under the teaching of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, was the God of America. Could nobody touch Malcolm? The God of America. Malcolm was the one that set up 46 temples. Who else did that? Nobody. Malcolm went to all the colleges and teach and with the teaching of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm raised up Huey Newton, Bobby Seale, Angela Davis, the Rap Brown, the Black Panthers. All those was college students. That's Malcolm raised all of them up with the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay. Now, we so. Now, you say, well, I don't have nothing against Mr. Farrakhan. I respect Minister Farrakhan. That's why I promoted him like I did, as long as he stayed focused on the teaching of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But when he knows, the message said that his worst enemies was the Christian preachers, the clergy. He said that. He said that he wouldn't give 2 cents for Orthodox and Sunni Islam. He said that. And he never went into that Dionysian Scientology. He didn't waste his time with that. Now, if you know that the message says the Christian preachers is your worst enemy, then why would you associate with them? If he made it plain that he wouldn't give 2 cents for Orthodox and Sunni Islam, why would you waste your time with them? Stay focused. My point with Farrakhan, he knows, but he doesn't stay focused on the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, word for word, right and exact. Don't add to it. Don't take away from it. Just like he said it, he has a problem of changing things. Now, the Messiah set up temples. Wallace changed the temples into mosques. The Messiah, Friday was a believer's night. That was the wisdom night. That Friday was no Juma. There was no such thing as Juma prayer. You understand what I'm trying to say? That Juma prayer came from Wallace. There's no such thing. The Messiah didn't put you down on your hands and knees like a beggar, a fool, and a tool, and a slave. You understand? Wallace did that. Wallace had you take your FY uniforms off and put them in the garbage can. Wallace did that.
Come on, Melchisedek.
It's all actual facts. Wallace had you put all your lessons in the garbage can. The reason why the lesson is available today, because the 5% Melchisedek Supreme Shabazz Allah and the 5% Gods in Earth, we had the lessons being circulated all over New York, brother. I had 2 locations, which everybody knows. I had one store on the Utica Avenue, huge store, no mom and pop thing, laid out, wall-to-wall carpet, fish aquarium, stereo, color TV, the whole 9 yards, showcased with all the jewelry. Because I'm supplying all the organizations out there with their emblems and so forth, okay? And the other one was on 116th Street. Those locations was the center for you to come and get your lessons. The same lessons I'm keeping available today, I had to Xerox them, had them Xerox, and was giving the whole package out free. Everybody knows that.
Let me say this, High Priest. Listen, family, I see people have some things that they want to express in the chat. Brother Melchisedek says that if you have some questions, you can ask any question that you like. One thing that we don't do here is be so childish and call any names. We don't be so childish and be disrespectful. We deal with, as our brother mentioned, actual fact. So if you have a question that is on the level of actual fact, ask the question. But to call people names and this and that, I haven't seen any yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, before some come up, let me tell you, this is not the platform where you can just be on the outskirts and call names. You actually can join and invent your grievances. Moorish World TV prides itself on allowing the people to express their grievances, but we must express it with the utmost respect. So with that being said, family, there's no need to jump out the window and talk crazy, talk like you lost your mind like a savage. You can always just ask the brother a question. And one thing that I do with Moorish World TV, I've been doing it for so long, that if one disagrees, then we can set up a future show and have a conversation, but it must be respectful and it must be on the level of actual fact. Bring your receipts. With that being said, carry on, Brother Shabazz.
Okay. Feel anybody out there that has a question, feel free to ask me anything. Let me make this plain. Anybody that has a problem of being questioned of what they're speaking about, and they don't allow questions, like you go to all these meetings out here in churches and all these different meetings and stuff, you can't ask questions. If a person don't allow you to ask questions, it's only one or two things. Either they're lying or they don't know what the hell they're talking about. With me, feel free to ask me anything. Okay? Because I'll be Melchisedek Supreme Shabazz Allah. And I'm going to be honest with you, all I know is what the messenger taught. That's what I deal with. Okay? Now you can come any way you want to come. Ministers, captains, lieutenants, secretaries, laborers, officials, whoever. Come, I'm here. Don't talk behind my back. We're having an open conversation with respect. I'm not here to respect nobody, but this is my father's birthday, and there's no way in the world I'm going to have my father's birthday being misrepresented, that 10% blood suckers, you understand what I'm trying to say, who's trying to use his name for their dirty religion. Come on with it.
Good goodness of grace. So what I'm doing, family, I am screenshotting these questions, and I'll get to them in the end. I see Mellow Streets is in the building. I see New Evolution Media is in the building. He got a question respectfully. I'm screenshotting this, and I also seen another question about Page, Brother Page, who is a Morse World TV citizen. I got your question. I screenshotted, but I just don't want to lose my flow, and I'm going to get to these questions in the end. With that being said, Brother Melchisedek, many times when we talk about the Nation of Islam, it seems to be that people would like to characterize it as a racist organization or bigoted organization in reverse of white supremacy, as a black supremacist organization. What do you consider the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as a representative of what it stands for? Is it a racist organization? It's a reverse bigoted organization? What exactly is it?
The Nation of Islam, under the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, is a economical builders, economics. The Nation of Islam is economics. The message was about economics. You understand what I'm trying to say? Economic. Build up your community. Do something for yourself. Be yourself. Accept your own and be yourself. Do for yourself and go for yourself. This is the foundation of the Nation of Islam. Economics. You understand? Not begging, building. You understand my point? Now, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad set up an $88 million program. And there's no nation out there that can compete with that. Now, you mean to tell me in 49 years you can't even run a candy store? Hey, you got 1,000 suits but no dry cleaner? Where's your supermarket? Where's the fish? The fish is still in the sea. The message said set up fish houses. He didn't tell you to run around with fish in a shopping bag with no refrigeration. You understand what I'm trying to say? We suppose, McDonald's? McDonald's was the first one that implemented the messages program on 125th Street with McDonald's, the fish program, years ago. You understand what I'm trying to say? The Nation of Islam is economics. Build, not begging. Build. Do something constructive for yourself. Now, wherever there's a mosque or a temple within the Nation of Islam, the same thing the messengers did in Chicago, that's what they're supposed to be doing there. And you can't do it on your hands and knees with a Quran in one hand and a Hadith in the other. You got to get busy, you understand, and get into economics and do the right thing. Now, the newspaper plan was supplying all the publications, Muhammad Speaks newspaper, all the publications, everything for the nation and for the world. Why would you let a lack of understanding fool get rid of the newspaper plan? You got a bank. You say you're a nation. Well, how are you going to be a nation without a bank? The message set up a bank. Why would you let a fool get rid of the bank? So where's your contributions now? Where's your charity? Where's your donation? Where's your offering? In the slave master's bank? And as long as your money's in the slave master's bank, you only can go so far, because if you go too far, he can freeze your money where you can't get nothing. Okay? That's why the messenger didn't believe about saving. Anytime he got big money, he set the newspaper plan, he got the bank, he got the tractor trailer, with a dozen tractor trailers coming from the southern states into the inner cities with all the produce and things that was needed. He set up the farmland. He bought the fish. the canning factory, the barbershop, beauty salon, laundromat, everything that a community needs that's beneficial and provide jobs and give people a job and an income. The messenger set that up, and everybody knows that. But you allow a hypocrite, a disbeliever, a bum to come in there and pump you and tear it down in front of your face. So don't come tell me about no leader. You cannot be a leader of anything if you don't have an agenda, an economical program, a progress report, and a financial report. You haven't had an agenda since the messenger left. Since the messenger left, there's never been an agenda. There's no agenda. There's no economical program. There's no progress report, and there's no financial report. And 49 years.
Come on, Mel.
And 49 years.
I'm gonna take another.
But you got a big house. You're riding around a Rolls Royce, Mercedes, and Lamborghinis, and all these kind of things. Now let's get to the Million Man March. The Million Man March was beautiful. It was a loving, peaceful, loving, respectful atmosphere where all the brothers came from different all over the country to participate in that. Okay, people joined that. It's not like one man said, "All y'all come." It wasn't like that. All these different areas joined it because they felt it was a good move. I'm right here in New York. And I know Reverend Youngblood and what's the other one? Al Sharp and all these different organizations in New York joined it. It wasn't like there was one person said, "Come on, let's go." And the idea it came from Reverend Bevel, because Reverend Bevel came to the Dempsey Center in New York and was teaching on the idea of a Million Youth March. Beautiful, no problem. A beautiful, loving day. The brothers took off their day from school, from jobs, their businesses and everything. It was a beautiful thing. But it was the march. You know what the march turned out to be? A picnic, a family gathering, a picnic. Now, why you say it was a picnic? Because there was no agenda, no economical program, no progress report, no financial report. Okay, you got a 2 million there. You know what kind of money was made that day? It was enough money there that could replace everything, replacing everything that the messenger left. Everybody that's involved decided to take a world's tour. They went on vacation. And you didn't get no report from the Million Man March until 6 months after. Why is that, Melchisedek? Because you don't have no agenda. You don't have no economical program. You never had a progress report, and you never had a financial report. All this begging, but doing nothing. So if you're not doing nothing, now answer one question. Where's the money?
Goodness gracious. Come on, Mel. Man, you got me feeling like Club Shake with you. Come on, Mel. Let me take me another sip of the kombucha.
And that this is no respect to nobody. I'm not here to disrespect nobody. We're dealing with actual facts here. Now, how in the hell you gonna say you're a leader and you don't have an agenda? No economical program, no progress report, no financial report, and can't show nothing in 49 years? Give me a break. Come on. Show me any community in America where there's a mosque or a temple that has the same economical program set up, running like the messenger did in Chicago. Show me one. But you're down your hands and knees with a Quran in one hand, a Bible in the other, standing on the prayer rug, saying Allah Akbar, but you haven't produced nothing, and you know it. So don't bring me to foolishness, because I've been down too long, and I put too much out here to tolerate foolishness. And this is my father's birthday, and my father is not physically here. His program is here. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, and equality. The best of food, the best of clothing, the best of shelter, the best of transportation. Take a vacation. Love, peace, and happiness. That's his program. And that program is not being carried out today. It's being done individually. But as a nation, it hasn't been done in 49 years, and everybody know it.
Come on, Brother Mel. I got it. Before we turn the page of this, because we're going to have a part 2, as we talked about. We probably got to have 3 or 4, because I am very knowledgeable of the history, I guess the surface, but you pull back the layers and give us clarification. And the best information is the information that can be clarified. You know what I mean? Like, we may see it from our perspective, but when one lived in it, that's a little bit more powerful, and it hits a little different. What I wanted to ask you was that, and I asked you, was the Nation of Islam a racist or bigoted organization? In other words, when the European Jew or the European look, they say, oh, they're just racist, just like white supremacists. They're just black supremacists.
Okay. The Nation of Islam, under the teaching of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, is not racist. It's separation. Separation. He said you must separate yourself and get a thorough knowledge of yourself, because right now you're deaf, dumb, and blind. And by being deaf, dumb, and blind, you don't know what the hell you don't know who the hell you are. You don't even know what the hell to do. So that's the reason these teachers that I received, this is the messenger from Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad. He gave the message to everything the messenger need to set up a nation under the heading of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, and equality. And everybody know the messenger did his job. He did it. He set up everything. Everything he set up for the betterment and the example for black people. Everybody, and nobody, all these people run around here talking about, I'm a leader, I'm this, I'm that. You ain't nothing if you ain't produce nothing. Because nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You got to produce. Show me your works, actions, and deeds.
Brother, you
can't tell me your works, actions, and deeds, do yourself a favor and stop making a fool out yourself, because today is the day of reality. And the name of the day is Happy Birthday, dear Holy Apostle. Okay, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Brother, you make a lot of powerful statements here, and a lot of people, they're going to come that I don't mind, and obviously you don't mind people coming at you because they disagree with your presentation. But you make a lot of powerful statements here. Hold on 1 second, brother. You make a lot of powerful statements. You say that Nori is half original because his father is half original European. You say that Farrakhan is half original because his father is European. You said those things that and they're really powerful. Now, what I mean by powerful, I don't think a lot of people considered that or even understood that or even probably never even heard it. I've never heard it. But now, is it safe to say, now the word is that the Minister Farrakhan's son is married to a European. Is it safe to say that he was able to kind of, go into a new era where it's okay?
Yeah.
Isn't it a lesson? Isn't it a lesson that the devil can be taught for a certain period of time, and they can get the feds with the demonstration on the crown or something like that, and they can be something like, who am I?
The messenger, brother. The messenger, under the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, no devil was allowed in the Nation of Islam. Actual fact. Everybody knows that. It's separation. That's your worst enemy. How you gonna get involved with the one who had you in slavery for 310 years? Slavery, suffering, and death, discrimination, segregation, deprivation of all rights, naked, hungry, outdoors, tried, denied, and despised, violence, brutality, mass murder. Now it's all right. The same, the same one. I don't know if you saw the one I did with If Mecca. I broke that down about that integration where it started. It started in the caves of Europe. Okay, that's where it started. It came after Yaqubb's creation. They came back to the Holy Land. They stayed there for 6 months. Within 6 months, they turned the Holy Land into confusion, fighting, and killing each other. So when Shabazz found that out, he rounded all them up that he could find and drove them across the Arabian desert 250 miles into the caves of Europe. Now, but at that time, he didn't get them all because some of the black brothers hid some of the white Caucasian females, and some of the black sisters hid some of the white male Caucasians, right? And then after a period of time, they had more time to rule because they had 6,000 years, and that took place 5,400 years ago. So then they started moving around. Eventually, they was able to wean out the original blacks. That's how the whites got settled in there now. But that same mentality of the black man attracted to the white woman and the black woman attracted to the white man, that same mentality came all the way down the line from 5,400 years ago, all the way down to 2024. Now you got the black man. That mentality is in that black man from 5,400 years ago, is in his mind attracted to that white woman. So when you see a black man with a white woman, that's that same mentality that was there 5,400 years ago. And when you see a black woman with a white man, that's that same mentality from 5,400 years ago. But it started 5,400 years ago, which we call integration, and it's being carried into practice today. Now, a black man with a white woman is a weak man. A black woman with a white man is a weak man. That's why you have God minor and God major. God minor is easy to lead in the wrong direction, but hard to lead in the right direction. God major knows the direction because God major stay focused on who is the original man. Asiatic black man, owner, maker, queen of planet Earth, father, civilization, God of the universe. Okay? And anyone that tries to sympathize or try to sugarcoat it, remember this: birds of a feather flocks together. Show me your company, and I'll tell you who the hell you are.
Come on. This is a heavy one right here, brother.
Oh, let me say, I'll make this point. Now, it's not just one. That statement I made. It's not just one.
Brother Melchisedek, my brother Quincy Robinson L said, "Can you sit back a little bit? You got pumped up and your face is cut off." There you go, right there.
Okay. Now, what I make this claim, it's not pertaining to just Minister Farrakhan or Nuri or whoever. Any black man who have a white father, any man that has a white father. Now this is for everybody. If your father is white, you are half original. You only have 6 ounces of brains, okay? And that's the reason why your mind is up and down like a seesaw, because every day you want to be something that you're not. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because you're half original. You understand what I'm trying to say? This is just, it's nothing to be disrespectful. This is just the actual fact. Okay? And this is the reason why I have that light and that white always trying to show that they got more intelligence, or the door of opportunity is open more so to the light and the white than it is to the black, which is the actual fact. You understand what I'm trying to say? And all these different organizations, you got that light, white, and black mentality. You understand?
I noticed that all the popular ministers that are pushed to the front under Farrakhan, they are a lighter shade.
Thank you.
It seems that other than Dr. Khallid Muhammad, there has never been one that rose to the top that became popular. became popular with the people,
Yeah,
on a national level.
Well, check this out. Now, Dr. Khallid, I knew him personally. All these events, Sarnet and myself, we took his videos, his lectures, and CD, we put them all over the place. Okay. Now, Khallid, let me show you how powerful Khallid was. Khallid was bringing all the grassroots and all the rappers into the Nation of Islam. Okay, but then these Christian, the boulets, these Christian-minded Negroes, start complaining about Khallid to Minister Farrakhan. Mr. Farrakhan left, Chicago, came to Washington, D.C., and silenced Khallid. For what? For the speech he made in King's College? I was there. Khallid was defending Minister Farrakhan because them Jews out there talking about, how we want them dead. They're talking that violent talk towards Minister Farrakhan. Khallid was defending Farrakhan. Now Farrakhan submit to the Christian Negroes, white man Negroes, house Negroes, like Malcolm said. They encouraged Mr. Farrakhan to sit Khallid down. Khallid, we set him down. Okay? Now, but I said to Khallid more than once, Khallid, Minister Farrakhan is your brother, not your father. All you got to do is continue the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But the only mistake that Khallid did, Khallid loved Minister Farrakhan like a son loved the father. I'm telling you facts, because me and Khallid was close. He loved Minister Farrakhan. He was hurt. I said,
and I can see that. Yeah.
I said, Khallid, Farrakhan is not the messenger. You didn't come in this to follow Farrakhan. You come in this to follow the messenger. But whoever is with the messenger, you with them. I have respect for Farrakhan. You can say I love Farrakhan. You understand? As long as he's with the messenger. But when you start teaching other than the messenger, then I separate myself from you. But as long as Mr. Farrakhan was kicking it, I mean, he was getting down with the teachers. I supported him for over 20 years. Everything brother, I got a storage right now, loaded. Maybe $50,000 or $100,000 worth of all Nation of Islam, because I know it's going to be very in great demand later on up the road. You understand what I'm trying to say? Farrakhan is bad, brother. He allowed himself to go into another direction, which is his choice. But I ain't got to go along with it.
Brother. But let me first say, Dr. Sin Q, thank you for the cash. I appreciate you. Thank you for everybody in your comments. I am screenshotting them comments. I'm going to put them on the screen. Even if you if you put was that a super chat, I put it up on the screen, but I just didn't put it up the screen and then took it down. I'm going to put it up on the screen in about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna ask the questions because we got to go into part 2 now. I had 3 segments that I wanted to deal with. I wanted to deal with who is the leader of the Nation of Islam today, in which that's what we're talking about now. I wanted to deal with the foundation of the Nation of Islam from Master Khallid Muhammad extending to Elijah Muhammad. I wanted to deal with, and I told Brother Melchisedek, I wanted to deal with his history as he walked with Malcolm, as he walked with Farrakhan, as he walked with the messenger, and all the others back in that time. But with that being said, we have to get through that on a part 2 because we heating up right now. Number 1, brother, when you was back in the 60s, with all the greats in the building, because that was a great building period. It was like the gold rush of the Nation of Islam, with the Minister Malcom X. Brother, you mean from the 60s up until now, you haven't had one quote unquote white friend, brother? Just one. Have you ever had a white friend? Can a white person be your friend? European be your friend?
A white brother, my lawyer is a Jew.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Now check this out. My lawyer got the same lessons you got.
Right.
I taught my lawyer.
Hold up
You
now.
go in my lawyer's office.
Come on, Melchizedek.
You go in my lawyer's office, you're going to see my picture with the crown. I'm his enlightener. He'll tell you that's not enlightening.
I got to take another sip, Melchizedek. I'm drinking kombucha. It's good for the digestive system. Good, because it's hard to digest. So you say business is business, and that's where it starts. That's where it ends. Or what are you saying?
Business is business. You can do trading and do business with the Caucasian, but you ain't supposed to be marrying them.
They can be your friends too.
Not be your business associate.
How about friends?
You can't use the word friend because friends bring you too damn close, and that's when you blow your identification.
I'm trying. I'm just throwing some stuff out there. See what
Get
sticks.
friend. Hold up.
You hardcore,
friendly.
you
Hold
hardcore.
up. Get friendly with a devil. Too friendly, and you're gonna have a close relationship. And next thing you know, he's gonna give you his daughter.
Good goodness gracious.
And that's what's happening today. All these Negroes out here with these Caucasian wives and Caucasian husbands, it start off being friendly.
Good night. You tough, brother. You tough, brother. Good goodness gracious. Let me
Because you know why? You know what happens? You'll forget. Honor like attracts. That's the law of Yaku. Honor like attracts. You put a brother close to a white woman continuously, eventually he's gonna be sleeping with her. That's what's happening today.
Dr. Singh Q, thank you for the Cash App. He says the messenger said that with the teachers you could have the devil wrapped around your finger. Good goodness.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let me ask you.
When the devil get control of you? When you don't have knowledge of yourself.
Brother, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. The word is in a lot of circles of the NOI that the Minister Farrakhan has elevated to the Christ now. Now I've heard many times that he's now the Christ. He's the Mahdi. I've heard the Mahdi. I've heard the Christ. I heard he's the Jesus. I've heard this, and I know brothers in the Nation of Islam listening to this, but this is what I've heard coming from fruit. I'm talking about respected fruits.
Okay. Lack of understanding. Easy to be led in the wrong direction, hard to lead in the right direction. Now, let me make that plain. Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad, is Mahdi. Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad, is the Son of Man. Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad, is the Messiah. Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad, is the Christ that's going to crush this civilization. Now, listen, this is nothing personal, actual facts. There is no man on earth, not even in heaven, that is qualified. If you bring all the prophets, all the wise men on earth, okay, they get down on their hands and knees. They don't qualify to shine his shoes. They don't qualify to kiss his feet. They don't qualify to sit in his seat. They don't qualify to sit on his toilet stool. Now, why? Because Almighty God Allah taught the most honorable Elijah Muhammad personally, face to face. Okay, and there was nobody present but him. He chose the messenger to be the head of this nation. Okay, and nobody is qualified to shine his shoes, kiss his feet, sit in his seat, or sit on his toilet stool. And if anybody think they got those qualifications, what dues did you pay? Did you leave your family and run around the country for 7 years preserving lessons, not Quran, not Bible, lessons for the people? Did you go to prison for 5 years preserving, leaving your family, okay, to preserve the knowledge, the wisdom, understanding for the Lord's foundation of Islam, who is the tribe of Shabazz? Name me one. Nobody. See, you got to pay due. You can't say that you can drive a car and you never drove one and don't have no license. You're fantasizing. You're dreaming. You're ego tripping. Show and prove. Islam is mathematics, Islam, and can be proven no limit of time. Now, all these Negroes out there who got so much mouth, they so heavy, they got this, they know that. In 49 years, you could not replace what the messenger left. In 49, and had the money. We're not talking about you didn't have the money. You associate with the rappers, the entertainers, all the people that got big money, but they ain't doing nothing for you and your community. A Savior's Day gift, every rapper should be given $1 million as a gift to replace everything. But by you being friendly and not maintaining your position as God, they don't have no respect for you. Because if they had any respect for you, they would do something in all the communities that they came out of throughout the country. In other words, you in Philadelphia. Who's in Philadelphia? I think Will Smith, I think, comes from there.
Yeah.
That's his responsibility to set up all the structural programs, the daycare centers, the laundromats, the barbershop, the beauty salon, the needs of the people. That's your responsibility. Whoever's from Georgia, you get your behind down there in Georgia and take care of that. Wherever you in Washington, whatever area you in, and you got that kind of money, you're in heaven, you got your mansion, you got your Rolls Royce, you got everything, and you still got money, but you're not doing nothing for your people. Now here's the thing, and I've said this over and over and over. The sports world, so they sold and they hold for 30 pieces of gold and allow themselves to become a bunch of Illuminati faggots.
Oh my goodness. Come
the
on.
Music world, 95% of the music world, so they sold and they hold for 30 pieces of gold and allow themselves to become a bunch of Illuminati.
Don't say the F word. Don't say the F word. They go cut that stream. They go cut that stream.
Hold on. Okay. I'll say homo. The religious world.
Oh.
So they sold 95%. So they sold and they hold for 30 pieces of gold and allow themselves to become a bunch of Illuminati homos. Okay.
Good.
What's the next one? I said the sports world, the movie world, the religious world, and the movie world, the music world. And you see that going on right down today. So they sold and they hold and allowed them for 30 pieces of gold and allowed themselves to become a Illuminati homos. They are weak-minded homos and they scared of their slave master because they haven't accepted their true universal identification that the black man is God and the white man is the devil.
Hey, brother, let me ask you, somebody put it in there. They said even Farrakhan said that he was Jesus in a speech. It's on the screen in a lecture. He said he is Jesus in a lecture. Okay. What qualifies one to be Jesus, if you will?
Okay. Now, this is no disrespect to Farrakhan. We deal with actual facts here. I'm not here to disrespect Farrakhan. I have the utmost respect for Farrakhan. That's why I promoted him all these years when he stayed focused on the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I want all you robots out there, henpecked robots, to get that straight. I'm not here to disrespect Farrakhan. I give him credit for the good work he did. Now, they said Jesus opened the eyes of the blind. Jesus made the lame walk. Jesus healed the sick. So if you Jesus, out of respect, heal yourself.
Come on, Melchisedek.
The first law of nature is self-preservation. If I'm Jesus and I got this Jesus power, then the first thing I'm gonna do is heal me. If I got a medical problem, I'm gonna heal myself. But if you can't heal yourself, you gotta go to someplace else for somebody else to heal you, then you got no power.
Oh my God. Can we get to the questions? This is too much. This is too much, Melchisedek. Can we get to the questions and then we come back? This is a lot to digest, brother.
I told you, I said, you sure you want to do this with me? Because I don't play, brother. I'm dealing with actual reality. I'm a reality man. Show and prove. If you can't show and prove, sit down and keep your mouth shut and stop making a fool out yourself. Show and prove. Now, everybody said the message is still physically alive. Prove it. They said the message is on the mother plane. Prove it. You communicate with him. Prove it. If you can't prove it, sit down. Stop making a fool out yourself because the world's looking at you.
All right, so we're gonna stop right there, and we got to pick up on the part 2 of that. Let's get to some of these questions, brother. Brother, are you ready for part 2? Part 2 is just gonna be just as heated as this next week. Are you ready for part 2? What is next week? Let's see, next week.
Part two, we're gonna go into Wallace D. Yaku.
Oh my goodness, that's on Sunday. We're gonna. Are you available Sunday?
Call me during the week. Call me during the week. I'll follow it.
All right. But I want to get into some of these questions. So because we got a lot more to cover. We're
gonna do part 2, part 3, part 4. I'm here. Get it all while it's here. I'm gonna shut these Negroes' mouths for shut down. If you're gonna stay focused on the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, word for word, right and exact, don't add to it, don't take away from it, just like he said it, or you shut your mouth and stop making a fool out your dumb self because you got nothing better to replace it with.
All right, here we go. Goodness gracious. All right, here's the first question, brother. Let me see if I can bring it up on the screen. Man, everybody, please hit that like. You know, if you like stuff like this, please subscribe. I know people get kind of dewy-eyed when I keep doing these exposing and revealing who these frauds are in our community. And yeah, we do good research here. We got strong PowerPoints, but it's always refreshing when you can bring a brother that has been in the circle of the conversation and has experienced it hands-on and to elaborate on it. Even when we teach about history, it's one thing to put the pieces of the puzzle together and make a fine picture, but it's another thing that one that was in the picture and they don't even have to put it together because they were in it. That's a big difference. But with that being said, family, we're gonna get to some of these questions real quick. Let me see if I can. Okay, we got that one there. I think there we go. All right, we're gonna start right there. So, Brother Melchisedek, somebody asked that in Detroit, is it true that someone, let me see right here. There we go. Is it true that someone knocked out Master Khallid Muhammad's teeth out his mouth, claiming he was Jesus?
That was true. I heard that history. That was the brother of that.
I love you, brother. You had to laugh and say, "Yeah, that's true."
I heard that history, and then he did. I don't know if he knocked his tooth out, but I know he did. He did strike him, and when the FOI was getting ready to waste him, Master Khallid Muhammad said, "No, leave him alone, because one day he'll be a good believer. He'll be a strong believer."
Okay. You had to laugh at that one. Yeah. So look, the next one was Cryptonomics says, does bro believe the minister is still doing good work in 2024? If not, when did he stop doing good work?
He stopped doing he stopped doing good work when Wallace came in 1975. He got off track for about two and a half to 3 years. He got off track. He detoured because he was under Wallace control. Wallace had control over him. It was Wallace that took him out of New York. He was powerful in New York. He was cooking. Wallace took him out of New York, took him to Chicago, put him over a storefront, changed his name to Abdul Halim, had him put a uniform, his FOI uniform in the garbage, his lessons, everything. He put on a robe. I call it nightgown with an Arab headpiece.
Come on, man. Come on, Melchisedek. A nightgown.
Well, I call them robes, nightgowns. Okay, no disrespect to him. That's what I call them. And they had an Arab headpiece, and he was going around as Wallace's representative teaching Sunni and Orthodox Islam, and it's right there on YouTube, so everybody know I'm telling you the truth.
My bad, Melchisedek. Bro.
No disrespect. We're only dealing with this. We're not dealing with mockery or anything. We're dealing with actual facts, truth. It's on YouTube. Okay.
It's just funny how you say stuff so matter-of-factly, and nobody can disagree. Only thing they can do is like, wow, he just said that. That's all they can say.
Because see, Taco Bay, a lot of people, most of the people out there, they know I'm telling them the truth, but they don't have the courage to stand in front of the world and make it known. You see, you follow what I'm trying to say? See, I'm into my father, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I've been up. What you see me now, I've been doing this for over 60 years. You know, so you go check all the and let me give a shout out to them. I gotta do this, Taco. I got to give a shout out to Sarnetta, because Sarnetta interviewed me, and you go to Sarnetta channel 102 House of Conscience. Boy, I really got busy on there. I got to give a shout out, and I love you, and I appreciate you, Sarnetta, for giving me the opportunity to be on your channel. And Baba TV, every time fire. I love him. Because Baba TV, he been interviewing me for about 12 years. He used to come drive all the way from Buffalo, all the way down in the rain, the cold, and the snow just to interview me. Baba, I know you're out there looking. I love you. I respect you, and I appreciate everything you did for me. Inf Mecca, another one. I'm all over his channel. Love you, Inf Mecca. I appreciate you, and I'm happy. I'm so happy that a young man, you had the courage to interview me, because everybody know how I get down. Who else? Lance Shabazz. Go to Lance Shabazz. I love him too. And Lance, don't sleep on Lance. Lance got a whole lot of history. He's putting it out there. So he's another one that gave me the opportunity. I've been on his show for 3 or 4 times. The other brother that Black Leroy, Black Leroy, when he had the radio program in City College, he had me there. He gave me the opportunity. See, these brothers was the ones that stuck by me and gave me the opportunity to make these things known. And who else? Oh, shoot. Oh, Wakil Allah. He had that one, Block Talk Radio. And I'm telling you, Wakil Allah, I know you're listening. Get back to that Block Talk Radio and the powerful one you had in the city here for youth, for the young generation. Okay, and don't let nobody interfere or tell you what to do. You say you Wakil Allah, be Wakil Allah, and stop playing. You're a 5%er, that you rose up from the 5% nation. You benefit from the 5% nation. So now, lately, you've been putting a lot of information on the 5%. You got the whole history. Put it out there and stop playing. Okay. And who else? Oh, shoot. Oh, True Seeker. Another one called True Seeker. I was on his platform. He gave me an opportunity. And another one, and I thank you. I love you, and I respect you, and I appreciate you. And another one, Jason Miller. I did a big thing with him. All these brothers gave me the opportunity to share this wisdom with them on their platform, and that's the reason why I'm happy. And Taco Bay, you know I love and respect you, brother. And I told you, I'm down with it. Ask me anything. I want y'all to know I gave Taco Bay permission to ask me anything he want to ask me, and open up for questions. Anybody want a question? ask me. Because anytime you ask a question and a person have a problem, we don't want you to ask questions or whatever, that if that person is lying or they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And you go to all these different meetings, there's no questions. You keep no question there. And the one thing about Malcolm, after each lecture, Malcolm had an open question and answer period. Malcolm.
And let me say this. A lot of people know that I myself and Sarnetta don't agree on certain levels of communication on this medium. But let me tell you something. There is no one on this medium that's using this medium for this that cannot take anything from Sarnetta. That's we got to be clear. We got to be clear. He is the foundation of bringing it through this YouTube medium in the way that many of us do. Do I disagree with him? Yes. Sometimes I want to pop him upside his head, of course. But we can't take away from the dedication that he put in to make this a genre of its own. This is a genre of its own. This conversation is a genre. On YouTube, you got the gamers, you got the news station, you got the, you know what I mean? You have all, this is a genre, and this genre was put out there by Sarnetta. I can't watch Sarnetta for 5 minutes now. I don't even know nobody on there now. But we cannot take away from this genre that he put together. And so I got to give props where it's due. Yes, sir.
Let me add this to you. Sarnetta is the foundation, okay, of YouTube.
Absolutely.
So, now listen to me. I know when I was on 125th Street, it was Sarnetta on 125th Street, regardless of the weather, with the bullhorn teaching black man is God and white man is the devil. Sarnetta.
But he said the black man is the devil now, though.
I beg your pardon?
He said the black man is the devil now.
No. The black man is not the devil. He just acts like a devil.
He said black devils.
Oh. I'm talking about Sarnetta. Brother, I taught Sarnetta. Okay?
No, today he said the black devils are worse than the white devils.
Let me finish. Sarnetta has everything. I supply him with everything. I taught Sarnetta. I taught Sarnetta. I shared that wisdom with Sarnetta. I was on 125th Street right side by side with Sarnetta for years. Then I decided we got so heavy, so much traffic, I moved down the street. But Sarnetta was the one that set up we got all
that. I don't want to get sidetracked, but we got all that.
Okay, I want you to understand, Sarnetta, when it comes to street interviews, Sarnetta is the foundation and the man, because you had nobody in America out there that did the work that Sarnetta did. Actual fact.
Back then, absolutely, he's the foundation of this genre. But let me get right back to this, because I don't want to we'll get bogged down. Are you suggesting that Caucasian was so powerful that they managed to destroy the Holy Land? This suggests that the so-called black people were supposedly weak.
No, it wasn't that they were so powerful. They was given 6,000 years to rule, and their time wasn't up yet. And Allah did not interfere with their rulership. Okay,
right. That's the answer. They was given 6,000 years to rule, and they did what they did. What's wrong with being
now the rulership is over. The 6,000 years is finished. Now we enter the 7,000 year. And that's why everything that they did is coming down. Black man's in charge. Okay? You want to say, how are you going to come down? Rain, hail, snow, and earthquake, and the worst is yet to come. Shabazz is in town. Now, Almighty God Allah, in the person of Master W.D. Khallid Muhammad, Allah in person, you will not see that shape, form, and fashion again. Okay? The next time he makes his appearance, it will be the Asiatic black man. Okay? And he's out here today. Now you got 4,400 million black original people on the planet. Now, all you wise ones out there, all this, you this and you that, tell me which shape, form, and fashion that Almighty God, Allah, is in today as the original man.
goodness. So I got two questions coming up. Brother, one says, what's wrong with being half original? Master Khallid Muhammad was half original. His mother was from the Caucasus, according to HEM.
No. Master W.D. Khallid Muhammad was original because his black man was an original Asiatic black man. When you are original Asiatic black man, you got the life germ. And wherever the life germ, and wherever you place that germ as the black original man, that individual is original. It's not about the outside in, it's the inside out. And the reason why I can say he's the black original, because there's no wisdom in the world today that can surpass the teachings and the wisdom, knowledge, understanding that he shared with the messenger. I'm just a son of the messenger. And you ain't got nobody out there that can handle me. That's why I respect all y'all that I just named. I respect all of y'all for giving me the opportunity to speak into me on your platform. You can't find nobody out there today that will sit down with the Melchisedek Supreme Shabazz Allah, the universal high priest of the nation of Islam on earth and in the universe. Sit down with me with the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And if you feel you qualified, call Taka Bay and let him set it up in front of the world, not behind closed doors like you do now. Talk behind me, talk about me behind closed doors. Come out in front and stop hiding, and let's put these teachings on the table. And I guarantee you, if you're not into these teachings like Melchizedek, I will squash you like a roach.
So look, because we brought up Sarnetta. Now here, I ain't gonna ask no more Sarnetta questions after this. This question is, y'all, because you know Sarnetta so long, did you know him when he was smoking rocks and I guess making a transition or something like that?
No, when I met Sarnetta wouldn't even get. He wasn't getting. To my knowledge, he wasn't getting high because he'd be out there on 125th Street in the cold. We have to. We shovel. If it's snow, we have to shovel the snow. After we shovel the snow, we sweep. After we sweep, we put the table up, and then we put out the DVDs, the CDs, and the VHS and all that kind of stuff. Now, if he's doing it, I have no knowledge of that.
He wouldn't.
My knowledge.
You never seen him messing with them stones. He never messing with them. I said you never witnessed him messing with them stones.
No.
All right, good. We're gonna move
on. If I had it, I would have checked him.
All right.
You can't do that in my company without me checking you.
This is funny. This is good. Okay, let's get another question in. We rolling. Please ask Brother Melchizedek to discuss how he eats and exercise. Because, brother, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking, brother?
I'm 88 years old. I'll be 89 November the 20th. In fact, today, I went early this morning. I went to get I get a checkup every 6 months. I got lifetime medical coverage, right? I went today to my heart doctor, and excellent. He said, Shabazz, excellent. He said, and see me, come back next year. He said, you can check with me next year. And my blood pressure was 102/80, which is normal. My blood pressure, right? Okay. Now the key to good health. One thing about Negroes, you're too hard-headed. You don't listen. Okay. And you destroy yourself by not listening. It's not what you want to do, it's what's best for you. Clean out your system. Take a quart of prune.
There you go. Fall back a little bit so we can see your face. When you lean up, we can't see you. Go ahead, brother.
All you gotta do is take a quart of prune juice, drink the whole quart the night before, and stay in the house the next day and flush your system. No meat, no fish. Fruit, the vegetation, the fruits, the vegetables, the water, the fruit juices, and plenty of water, and have a little pastry. Now, here's the key. The source of all medication is veg. Now listen, don't be hard-headed, don't be stupid and dumb, because you're dying every day with bad health. So give me a few minutes to explain what you to do to maintain your health. After you flush your system, there's nothing in you. Then you have your herb tea or plenty of water or fruit juices. Now, the source of all medication is vegetation. Vegetation is the source of medication. When you supply your body with the vegetation, which is the source of all medication, you are connected with the universal divine creation that was created by the creation that was established by the universal divine creation. Just that simple. Don't do what you want to do, because when you do what you want to do, you make an ass out yourself. Do what's best for you to do, and you'll be successful, and you'll look like the high priest.
Come on, Mel. I got to take another drink of water, Melchizedek. I got to take another drink of water. Come on.
Negroes are hard-headed.
So let's get to another question. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you knocked that one out the park. I like that. And I'm going to flush. With that being said, it says, all due respect, Melchizedek, but that image in the back of you isn't WD fraud, but an image of Khallid Muhammad painted in the 1960s,
Right.
which made Fraud look more mulatto and less Caucasian.
Mhm.
Is what you had to say to that?
It's the portrait of Master W.D. Khallid Muhammad. Okay, I got the I put the originals on. Well, if you can't see, I put the original. I got the original. I'm the one, not this one, the black and white one. I put the portrait of the Master W. from all over the country. I should sell them. I have them stacked up in my store.
Is it the portrait that you have behind you?
No, the one I got behind me, I got that down, I think, was at Madison Square Garden. When Wallace had a big thing down there in Madison, a big thing, it was a big Islamic function, and I think it was the Madison Square Garden, and they was on sale for $10. So I took them. Huh?
But is it true, according to Reformer, that he does look more, what do you say, Caucasian in the original?
Brother, it's not about the outside in, it's the inside out. Go by the wisdom. There's no wisdom on earth that can top what he bought. So when
I just want to answer this question so I can get to the next one.
His mother was a Caucasian.
So he looked more European than Asiatic, according to Reformer.
Well, I got pictures of him. I would say whether.
I'm just asking the question.
I see it. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I see him now. See me. I'm on a different plane. I see him as the original Asiatic black man, because I'm not going by the outside in. I'm going by the inside out. I'm interested in what's in him.
I get that. But we're talking about the physical. Because when I spoke about the Minister Farrakhan, I said, you are dark. You are black as 13 midnights. You know what I mean? You like the original man, period, point blank. And then I spoke about I'm lighter, Farrakhan lighter, and then it led me to ask about, his genetics per se from our guesswork here. And so when the guy asked the question, he's talking about his physical appearance. So,
let me give you the shades. Black. There's 16 shades of black, 4 shades of black, 4 shades of brown, 4 shades of red, and 4 shades of yellow. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, Master W. Khallid Muhammad is an original man because his father is original. If your father is original, then you are original. If you got a white father, then you are half original. You only have 6 ounces of brain, and that's the reason why your mind is up and down like a seesaw. You want to be everything that you can't be. You start fantasizing, you start ego tripping, because when you're not being yourself and trying to be everybody else, all you're doing is making a fool out yourself, because everybody see that what you want to be, you can never be.
But what Reformer is saying, that he looks more Caucasian than the picture. He looks like a mulatto that he's painting. Is that true? That's all I want to know. Does he look more Caucasian physically?
Wait, on the black and white one, I'll go with you.
Okay.
I got stuff. I got them up here, but you probably can't see it. I got it all over my house.
Okay. Now we're gonna move to
on the black and white portrait. It wasn't a color portrait. He never did a colored portrait of himself.
Right.
Jesus did that. You understand? But the original portrait of Master Farrakhan Muhammad, it was a more fair complexion. Okay, the black and white one,
Okay.
Okay.
Got you. Let me get to the next one because we got a bunch of more questions to go. I don't want to get too stuck. Morse World TV asked Brother Melchisedek about the nation's position on flat Earth. Is it a spinning ball?
Yeah, it's like an oval. It's like an oval. It's not completely round. It's like an oval because it makes 4 dips. It makes dips for the summer, the seasons. You got the summer, the winter, the fall, and the spring. Okay, but the Earth is, as you already know, it's one of the original. It's the home of God. God chose the Earth for Himself.
But is it a ball? Is it a ball or is it flat? Because you know, on the internet they got this. They got these flat earthers. They believe that the Earth is flat, and you walk so far, you're gonna hit a ice wall. And if you get through that ice wall, you'll fall over the abyss into space.
No, Earth is not flat. No, so my understanding, the Earth is not flat. All right, it's a ball, but it has a wobble. It has a little wobble. You know what I'm saying? That's what brings about the different seasons. But it's not flat. No.
Second question is New Evolution Media asks, if the Prophet Muhammad is white and Sunni is a white religion, then explain Farrakhan Wallace is. Explain who Farrakhan Wallace is. Did Allah just use the white body to create the NOI?
A good question. Good question.
These are all questions, but if you said ask anything, they coming.
Hey, the father of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad, Alfonso's black original, but he knew he couldn't come into America in his original shape, form, and fashion because this government was looking for the black Messiah. So what he did, he went to the Caucasian mountain, all this is actual facts, and selected a young Caucasian girl. She was Baby G. She was 16 at the time. So she didn't have the opportunity. She never carried devilishment into practice. So whatever, well, he cleaned up, civilized or whatever. And he used her for means of transportation because he wanted to come into a lighter complexion so he can come into America and hook up with the messenger and give him all of the universal divine supreme knowledge that belonged to us originally. So the first time he entered her, it was a girl. And then he said, oops, I made a mistake. Then he went back and it was Master Farrakhan Muhammad. He taught Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad, his son, for 42 years. Went around all over the planet, got every good book, every wise man, even extracted from the elders of the East, extracted whatever wisdom they had in their mind, and he supplied the Master Farrakhan Muhammad with everything he needs. There is no God on earth today or yesterday that is more equipped with universal divine supreme knowledge with understanding like Master Farrakhan Muhammad. There's nobody, there's no wisdom that can surpass his wisdom. That's why I can stand.
Can I jump in real quick? What do you say to someone that says that in the 1800s in Saudi Arabia, Mecca, was Alfonso his real name? He didn't have an Arabic name.
No,
was Baby G the lady, the woman name? This sound like Ebonics when you say like a Baby G. Was it original? Did they have Arabic name? Because Alfonso doesn't sound.
I got you. The universal identification of the father of Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad is Shabazz Allah.
Oh, so Master Farrakhan Muhammad father was Shabazz Allah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got you.
Yes, sir.
So that answers that.
Universal. And let me tell you, the universal most high God, universal most high God is Shabazz Allah.
Goodness gracious. Hold up. Let's get to some more of these questions real quick. This is y'all wanted it. Y'all wanted the high priest here, and here you go. My question is, what's the meaning of Fort Tongue? We're not going to ask that. I think that was antagonizing. What is the name of Louis Farrakhan, Jamaican, white Jamaican father? Does anybody know?
Shoot. I know the name. It's on YouTube. You go on YouTube into the Minister Farrakhan. It's there. Oh shoot. But it's out there. Trust me. I got it in my phone. I got it in my phone.
We're gonna get that next time.
Part two, I'll give you his name and his picture.
Good goodness gracious.
I'll give you his name and his picture. Kobo. I can't think of. Anyway, so in the next interview, I'll give you his name and I'll text you his picture.
All right. So look. So I don't think I missed any questions. Let me double check real quick. Oh yes, let me see. Hold on. What's this one? Hold on.
And if you want to know Nuri's, ask Nuri. He'll tell you because he shared that with us.
Mellow Streets. Gotcha.
Yeah. If you want Nuri's father, he shared that with Sonetta. Sonetta got the interview. He got the interview. Sonetta got the interview. He'll share that with you. It's no brother. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing. We're not here to disrespect nobody. We're just putting. It is what it is. That's all.
So look, it's this online internet thing going on talking about the FBA. Are you familiar with the FBA, Foundational Black Americans, where they said that those that descended from the slave trade are the foundation of America, the building of America, and that all other melanated people, if you will, or in a language in which we can understand, Asiatics around the planet, is second to us here, that descend of the slave trade, and that we need to separate ourselves from those of Haitian persuasion, those from African persuasion, those so Mellow Streets ask him about the brothers in NOI taking on FBA ideology. In other words, saying that the Haitians are taking our jobs, that the Jamaicans are taking our jobs, and that they're coming here as immigrants, illegal or legal, and they're taking all the things that we should be provided.
All Black America is the most richest and the luxurious living people in the world. There's no Black people that live like we live and have the opportunity that we have. Now, Black America is the foundation of America. Black America built America.
Right.
The Lord's foundation, the Black people in America, the original ones from slavery, is the original Asiatic Black people. The makers, the owners, the cream of the planet Earth, the father of civilization, the God of the universe. They built America.
Right.
Now, Black America is the original tribe of Shabazz. Black America is connected with the universal most high God, who came in the person of Master W.D. Khallid Muhammad, who is Shabazz Allah. All Black people of the planet Earth is Asiatic. Asiatic. The name of the planet is Asiatic. Asia. Asia is the name of this planet, not Africa. Africa is a name that some white, a Caucasian gave Afrikaners or something of that area.
Right.
But the original name for the planet Earth is Asia. And the people, all Black people of Asia, is Asiatic Black people. There's no such thing as Jamaican or Trinidadian or Panamanian or Barbadian or all that. Those are just different boat stops.
Okay.
Everybody's coming on the boat from slavery, from Africa, or from Asia.
Right.
And wherever the boat stopped, they let people there to work, to load the ship, unload the ship, work or whatever. There's all these here different titles of Trinidad, Jamaican, Haitian, that was designed to keep us divided so we wouldn't be able to communicate with each other, and that way the slave master can control all of us.
There we go.
Now,
that's what I wanted to get to that, because that addresses the NOI that's under the leadership of Farrakhan, that's following the FBA ideology that slices our people and separate our people from each other in the same manner that Europeans have chose to try to separate us from each other from the time we was plucked from the continent of Africa.
Now, Black America built up America. Nobody else. Now everybody else got to come to America because they can't do in their country or island what we did here.
Absolutely, I agree.
Now the Caucasian, the slave master, got to always let people come in to keep a divided situation inside the country. Man. You understand? To keep the divided situation in the country so he can stay in control.
There you go.
Because if he didn't let other people come in to bring about a confusion, Black America will rise up and take over the whole country.
Come on now. Come on now.
But he cannot rule unless he divide and conquer. So now you got a Jamaican say he got a problem with Black America. Haitian got a problem with with the Dominicans. Puerto Rican there's no such thing as a Puerto Rican, no such thing as a Haitian, none of that. They're all Black, Asiatic Black people, but they have been split up and divided so they can keep confusion amongst ourselves so the slave master can control all of us.
Brother, stop right there. We're going to end the show with that. Brother, I think that's a perfect ending, and we're going to try to continue this on Sunday. I think this was an amazing interview.
Now, let me say this. Let me make this plain. This is my father's birthday, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I want to make it plain to the world. He's not on no mother plane. That's a fantasy and an illusion. He's not physically dead. That's another fantasy and illusion.
Step back a little bit so we can see you. Right there, right there.
Okay.
Now go ahead. Lay it out.
Let me say this. Number one, he's not on the mother plane. Fantasy and illusion. A dream. Okay. I had a dream last night. I had $1 million, but I woke up this morning and I didn't have no money. Okay. He's physically alive. That's an illusion. Fantasy. You can't prove what you're saying, so you should keep your mouth shut. Now, if all the wise men on earth, all the prophets, put them all together, they get down their hands and knees, all leaders in America, outside America, all over the world, even the angels in heaven. You get down your hands and knees in front of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You're not qualified to shine his shoes, kiss his feet, sit on his seat, or sit on his toilet stool. None of you. Now, one Allah, Master Khallid Muhammad. One messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. One son of man, Master Khallid Muhammad. One Messiah, Master Khallid Muhammad. One Christ, Master Khallid Muhammad. You know that. So stop making a fool out yourself because you can't prove that because you have no power. You understand what I'm saying? And you wasn't given the mission to raise the dead nation. The only one that was given that permission to raise the dead nation and responsible for the dead nation was the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and that position was given to him by Master W.D. Khallid Muhammad, and he gave it to the messenger only. And let's get real here, whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, I could care less because it is what it is and you can't prove nothing different. And if you think you got something else to prove, come to Tahaka Bay. Let's us sit down, all you wise ones, administrations, laborers, officials, ministers, captains, lieutenants, secretary, what's the other one? The council, all of y'all come, and we're gonna sit down. I'm coming by myself, and all I'm gonna bring is message to the black man, and the supreme wisdom by Master W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad. And if you can't compete with me on that, I will squash you like a roach. Assalamu alaikum. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Ataka. Set it up.
So
Part two. No problem.
Brother Shabazz, when we come back, we got Wallace. We're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the relationship with Wallace and Farrakhan a little bit more. We're going to talk about W.D. Farrakhan Muhammad. We're talking about Elijah Muhammad, naturally. But we also, I want to ask you some questions about Brother Silas Muhammad. I want to ask you about Brother Malcolm. I want to ask you about Brother Malcolm. You know, what went left with Brother Malcolm? We're gonna. I don't say nothing now, my brother. We're gonna turn this thing all the way up, brother. You are a national treasure for us as a people, and I think that I think, and not to stroke my ego, I think I am the one that's bold enough to talk to one who is bold enough to tell the bold truth and look the devil in their face and say, "So what? What you gonna do about it?"
It is what it is.
Morris Road TV is the platform to bring
it. Brother Taka Bay, I have the utmost respect for you because you know what, you ask the questions. I get it. Some people they don't even know what to ask me. You have to see, it's no truth. You're free. It's a freedom of speech. Everybody has the right to represent themselves and their understanding or whatever they believe in. You understand my point? All I'm saying, if you can't prove what you're saying, keep your mouth shut and stop making a fool out yourself. Because there's always and have a question. Wherever there's a meeting, wherever there's a congregation or whatever, open up the platform for questions. You understand what I'm trying to say? And if you're afraid to open up the platform for questions, that means you're either lying or you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Why should you be afraid of a question pertaining to your way of life?
Let's drop it right there, and we're gonna be back. I'll be talking to you tomorrow. See if we can pick up on Sunday. I'm gonna pin my notes for the next show right here on side of my desk, and we're gonna keep it cooking, brother. I really appreciate you. Assalamu alaikum. We didn't even
get remember, nothing is nothing personal. Nothing personal. We deal with actual facts. Like you say, Taka Bay, bring the receipts. Bring the receipts.
That's what we're gonna do. I appreciate you, my brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Share it. Send me the link. Share it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Let's do it. Peace and love, my brother. So, family, I think that's a beautiful. This was one for the books, family. I don't care what you say. This was one for the books. This was definitely one for the books, family. What y'all think? Was this one for the books or not? Huh? What y'all think? What y'all think? Listen, family, I want y'all to know I didn't come here to debate anybody. Anybody that come here and agreed to an interview, I am not going to debate them. Many people want to expect me to debate my guests that I interview. I'm not debating my guests that I interview. If one wants to debate me, they know I'm up for a debate. Brother Melchisedek Shabazz is a national treasure. This brother literally was under the tutelage of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, under Minister Malcom X and other greats. You know what I'm saying? So we want to get his experience. Everybody might not agree with his experience. Everybody might not agree with his interpretation. But guess what? That's his experience. And his experience, he's using the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as his measuring stick as he seen it work. And so if it worked for him, by naturally, that's how he's going to express it. And I'm telling you, I love interviews like this because I don't have to tiptoe through the tulips. I don't have to try to sugarcoat a question. I don't have to worry about, well, I really don't want to say that. When I asked, he answered. And so that's what I can appreciate. So, family, I hope you appreciate it too. And if you like these type of interviews, again, family, don't be trying to provoke a debate, because nobody's going to want to come and have an interview that they think that the host is going to debate them. But make sure that you share this. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you go through the comment section once the video is down and you got some afterthoughts, write them things down or hold it in your mind and then come back and comment so the video can get some wings. This was a beautiful interview, and we're going to do it again soon. Peace and love.
I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more.
Y'all ready?
I'ma be that more you gon'
Let's
remember.
go.
That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my
If you
number.
a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people talk European how to bathe, and looking at women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love Lil Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now Cypher, I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. All you super scholars holler, this era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a twerker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Ain't worried about your homie, but know that I know every mo that rock a fast. He ain't my bro. Yeah, you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all for dough. And